Hey guys, Dan's Restorations back again with another video. Now this one isn't really a restoration video, but more of showing what I just got behind me the other day. So stay tuned. So as you can see, I got a truck. Traded in my 2019 Nissan Rogue Sport SV for this 2023 Ford Ranger XLT. Now, never been a Ford guy at all, but I was in the market for a truck, and this was honestly the first one that I saw, and it really caught my eye. Love the color on this. It's like a bluish gray, and then the decals on it too are just amazing. Like, I think they were kind of going for the Raptor look a little bit. Reminds me of Jurassic Park, not gonna lie, like when I first saw it in person. And it definitely, like, it looked good in the pictures from what I saw, but just seeing it in person was just like, wow. So I was looking on this past Friday. This Saturday, after I got out of work, I went to the dealership, not thinking that anyone was going to be there. I thought it was closed. And so I figured I would just go take a look at it in person. And I fell in love with it. There was a salesman there, and I said I wanted to take a test drive on Monday. So I left work early on Monday, went to the dealership, took it for a test drive, rode amazing. Better than any other vehicle I've ever driven. Traded in my Rogue, and then I bought this. So this is 18 feet long. My Rogue was, I don't know, maybe 14, 15 feet long. And with the Rogue in the garage, I had a bunch of room around it. With this, I can barely fit it in the garage. If I can, I'll try and put some pictures up so you can see just how little room I have. Now I back up in the garage. I think I had about 6 to 8 inches of clearance from the hood of my truck to the garage door. And then from the rear bumper to my workbench, I had about maybe 1.5 to 2 feet. But not too bad. Comes with a trailer hitch. I want to get a cap for that. Has this retractable tonneau cover made by Paragon, and it's a locking one too. So nice and painted. It's dirty, and the weather stripping is falling off of the cover. And not sure if I like the cover completely. Might go with a different style, like more of the tri-folding one that you can just easily take off if you need the whole bed. And here's some nice work that they did. And there too, but you can see there's weather stripping down over there that's connected, and then it just falls off. And you can see it hanging right there. It's also torn right there. And the strap to pull it closed, seen some better days. But that'll come at a later date where I get that. I also plan on getting some new running boards, or actually getting some running boards, but I can get in this truck fine, but my wife has some issues. But here we have some 17-inch, and I just really like the wheels. A lot better than my old ones, especially because these are not chrome. There's actually no chrome on this truck whatsoever. Besides, maybe closest thing is maybe like the silver letters, but I might change the color on that. And obviously the chrome on the Ford logo. Might end up painting that at some point. It's 2 tow hooks, also fog lights. The other thing that I want to get is a mat for the bed, just that way it doesn't scratch up the paint. Inside it's all black. Definitely want to get some rubber floor mats, looking at something like the WeatherTech or maybe an off-brand of that, but something along those lines. It's just a random piece of Velcro right there, so I need to get that off and use Goo Gone to get the adhesive off. But seats are very comfortable. Going to get some seat covers for that. And the door, it's plain, but what do you expect? And because this is the Super Crew Cab, you get 4 full-size doors, so plenty of room in the back seat for other people. And there are plenty of outlets in this truck. You got 2 USBs, and you have a 110 outlet right there. Also have a storage slot for a phone and 1 pocket. Nice little 2 cup holders. And storage underneath. And again, plain doors, but storage right there. Really liking these graphics. And it's the same thing over here. Now, even though this is the XLT, so it's the mid-range, but manual seats, so no power to it whatsoever. But I'm the only one that's going to be driving this, so it doesn't really matter. Like I said, the inside's very comfortable. All your lights. Got a bed light right there. This is a manual telescoping and the height adjustment for the wheel. Got a nice little storage tray up there. That's where I usually put my phone. 2 cup holders. Very spacious center console. What I'm thinking about doing is getting a tray to put on top so I can have like loose change and stuff like that up there, and then other stuff in the deeper section. You have your pretty decently sized screen. It's close to double the size of my Rogue. I have more storage down there with 2 USBs, and you have a 12-volt there and there. You have your, obviously, temperature settings. You also have your radio settings right there. You have 4 vents. You got the key. Start it up. So, this car being 2023 again, and it has 13,895 miles, so not bad at all. Now on my Rogue, I'm used to the radio settings buttons on this side, and then just the buttons to work on that on this side, so it has taken a little bit getting used to, but not too bad at all. And on here you can also adjust the climate on the screen, so that's pretty cool. You got your audio, you can have your phone connected to that. This was all preset from the previous owner. Same thing with whatever radio stations got hooked up. I just use Apple CarPlay. You have your apps and your settings. So there you go with that. And your rear view camera, and it does kind of like at nighttime when you have cars behind you and they put their high beams on, it does tint a little bit so that you're not blinded. You also have your lights up there and a little storage for sunglasses there, and your visor eye. And this one does extend, I believe. Yes, it does. And you have another visor right there. And that one extends as well. Now we'll just go to climate for now. And then you have your towing buttons. You have your 2 high, 4-wheel drive high, 4-wheel drive low. You just rotate this dial, and then you press this TM button for different terrains. So normal, grass, gravel, snow. You have your mud and ruts, and you have your sand. I just leave it on normal because I haven't done anything else. And you also have a little handlebar, also known as an oh shit bar or grab. So shorter people can use that to get up on into the truck. And in reverse, you have this rear parking aid. You can have it on and off. I usually keep it off just because the beeping is annoying. And you have your check your surroundings for safety. And this also moves as you turn the wheel so that you can see the direction or your trajectory path for where you are going to go. And you can also press that button so it looks straight down at your trailer hitch. So if you're backing up into or trying to connect to a trailer, you can get a good view right there. So I'm happy with it. Like I said, I purchased it Monday. I think I left the dealership with it at about 3 or 3:10 in the afternoon, or 3:15 in the afternoon. Today is late Thursday afternoon, and honestly, this is the best vehicle that I have ever driven. I am very happy with it, and I don't think I'm ever going to buy a regular car again. I think I'm always going to have a truck. And depending on how it goes with this one, I might just stick with Ford, honestly. I did not need a bigger truck like a F-150 or a Ram or anything like that. Like, this is the perfect mid-size truck for me and all the needs that I'm going to need, because anytime I needed a truck, I just usually just had my dad come on over and just help me with whatever I needed. But now I don't need his help. So one question I have for you guys is, what modifications would you do with this truck? Kind Kind of going on the cheaper side right now, but eventually probably get more and more expensive items. Like I said, I want to get the running boards. I want to get new floor mats, seat covers. I want to get a trailer hitch cover. Thinking about getting a Red Sox one. And a mat for the bed. But what else do you guys recommend? And if you want to see more videos about this and see me install stuff, let me know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day, everyone.